Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So we got to get an oil change done on Big Bertha here. I do it every 3,000 to 3,500 miles. Yes, you can go longer, but that's just personal preference, and I like doing it more often than not. So what we actually need for the oil change is 6 quarts of synthetic blend by Motorcraft 5W30, a funnel, oil filter. There is the part number that you need, FL500S, a 15 millimeter wrench, and I like using a rubber filter strap wrench just to get the filter off. So that is everything we're going to need. We actually ended up replacing the oil drain bolt on the last oil change, so I don't need to replace that. Every couple oil changes I like to replace that just so I don't have any issues with it stripping or getting old or anything like that. So I did it on the last oil change. So let's go ahead, let's start draining the oil. I already have the truck warmed up a little bit, not fully warm, but just enough so it flows out nice. What I like to do is open up the oil cap as well as pull the dipstick so it drains out a little bit faster and we get everything out all at once. Need an oil pan obviously, and I've already removed the under tray there, and we got some cardboard boxes just in case, because the F150, the way it's positioned, can get a little messy because it kind of shoots out towards the passenger side. So let's go ahead, let's loosen up the drain bolt and drain out the oil. All right, so while the oil is draining from below, we're gonna go ahead and empty the catch can. This is the JLT 3.0 catch can. I love this thing. And what I do is I empty it every 1,000 miles. It doesn't get fully filled whatsoever, but I just like to stay on top of it. So it's at the 1,000-mile mark, obviously. So let's go ahead and empty that. I have a little container over here that I fill every 1,000 miles when I empty that, so I can keep track of how much is actually coming out. So yeah, let's go ahead, empty that out, dump it into the little bin. Then we can move on to doing the filter. All right, we got the catch can done. The oil pan down there is still dripping a little bit, so I'm probably gonna wait another 5 minutes or so, and then I can plug that up, torque it down. Well, you don't need to torque it, you just need to do it snug with the 15 millimeter, and then we can move on to the filter up there, and we'll be almost done. So very, very easy oil change. I love doing the changes on the truck because of that, and it's more of an enjoyable experience more than a task or a project. So it's always fun getting this done and putting some fresh oil into the 3.5 Ecoboost. So I'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit once that's finished draining, and we can move on to the filter. So we got the oil drain bolt all torqued down, everything is good. So now we're going to move on to the filter. This is towards the driver's side in the front of the truck. I've showed this in other videos, but I figured I'd mention that. I'm going to use my filter strap wrench and turn counterclockwise to loosen it. Now it's going to drain in 2 different places. There's a tray right here, but it never tends to go that way. It tends to go backwards. So I have the oil pan, the catch pan, in kind of both spots, so hopefully it catches one of them and hopefully doesn't make a mess. Obviously put some cardboard down or towels, whatever you have, to make it as clean as possible. So let's go ahead and loosen this up and take this off. All right, so filter is done draining. What I'm gonna do is prep the filter. A lot of people always say you don't have to do this, but I've been doing this for years and it's worked for me, so why not? And what I mean by that is pre-fill the filter. Nothing crazy, not a lot, just a little bit, just so it has something in there so when you first start the truck up, it's not starving of oil in the filter and everything is in the whole entire oil system and everything ready to go. So all I do is just fill it up a little bit, just like that. not much, just to kind of coat the filter and everything. And also what I like to do is take some of the oil and put it around the gasket there so you get a nice good seal. It doesn't get binded up or anything like that. So now we're good. Let's head over to the truck and throw this on. All right, oil filter done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the little under tray back on, and then we can go up top and fill it with 6 quarts of oil, and we will be done. I also am gonna reset the oil light in the truck. What I normally do, I usually do it on trip 2 so I can keep track of it, since I do it every 3,000 to 3,500 instead of the recommended, I believe, 5,000. So let me go ahead, clean up underneath, and let's fill it up. All right, so everything is done on the truck in terms of getting the oil in, filter, oil drain plug, everything is done. Everything is sealed up. We are good to go. But what I like to do is fill up the old oil with the new jug so I can see just how much came out. Obviously, it's not going to be the full 6 quarts because there's still going to be some oil in the oil system a little bit. It's not going to get completely out, but you're going to be pretty close to it. I just think it's a good practice just to make sure the motor's not burning any oil or anything like that. So let's go ahead, fill these up, see how much came out, and then we can wrap this up. All right, so I got both of them filled up. I overfilled this one a little bit, so kind of adds some from this to this, but we got the full 6 quarts out, which is pretty impressive since I did wait a while for everything to drain out. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the oil drain pan and clean up all the cardboard and everything. We can start it up, make sure everything is good, which it should, hopefully, and reset the oil life, this trip 2, and we can wrap the video up. So again, I really love doing the oil changes on this truck since there's no crazy gaskets or anything that you need or any washers for the drain bolt. It's just super simple, super easy. And you don't need to jack the truck up or anything like that. I can slide right under, which is fantastic. Because obviously I'm so used to cars like this that are much lower. I can jack the car up or go on a lift or something like that to be able to get underneath. Whereas this, you can slide underneath. So it is such a treat and I enjoy it. But all right, I'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit. All right, so everything's done. Everything is cleaned up. So let's go ahead and get it in the truck and reset the trip 2 so I know when to do my next oil change. So all I'm going to do is hop into the truck here. So what I'm going to do is go down to trip 2, which is right here. Then I'm going to hold OK. And what that's going to do is reset this whole entire trip. And now I know when to change my oil. Again, that was at a little over 3,000 miles. So next 3,000 to 3,500, I'll reset that again. But there you go. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've done a few of these videos changing the oil in the truck, going over more details, so if you're interested in every single little detail, go ahead and check those videos, but I figured I would capture this since I enjoy the whole process, as I mentioned. I don't think I need to mention this, but just make sure you dispose of the oil in the proper facilities. Don't, do anything bad. Bring it to the proper place and dispose of it. But I will leave everything that I use in this video in the description below if you are interested in changing your 3.5 Ecoboost F150. Everything you need to know will be in that description and in this video. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.